Hey, how are you guys doing? Welcome to another episode of Fridays Are For Friends. My name is Khallil, and I'm here with an incredible artist, Hurst. You just performed a single titled Relapse that you created in 2022. Can you tell us a little bit more about that song?
Sure, yeah. Um, Relapse is, like you said, a song from a while back now, 2022. It is a song about the weakness of reaching out to your ex, why you should not probably do that. I did that too many times. Um, it's a song about kind of being in the aftermath of the breakup and trying your best not to reach out and just knowing that you're going to do it anyway. Um, that's it. Yeah. Thankfully, I'm here to say that I am not reaching out any longer. It's been years,
Proud of you, proud of you.
but yeah, I think it's something that unfortunately many of us have done.
Yeah, and you took a 2 year break from releasing music, but this year you are going to start again.
Yeah.
What was the reason for that break and why now?
I think that I number one I needed to prioritize what version of myself I wanted to put forward next. Um, and there's a project that I've been really passionate about for a while now that I'll be releasing later this year. Um, and it's actually Relapse is kind of a unspoken part of that project in a way. It's not on the project, but it happens about the same person around the same time. And so I think I just needed a minute to recalibrate, to refocus on where I want to go next, what stories I want to tell. And I feel like I'm in a really good space where I know who I am as an artist, I know who I am as a person, and I'm really excited about the stories
Yeah.
I'm about to start telling.
And what's so special about this project compared to anything else you've made?
God, I think that I used to feel this pressure to be what I would call neon pop, dance floor sweat. Not like Charlie XCX sweat tour, but I guess that it could be part of it. There are artists that do that type of music so well. I don't think I'm one of them, at least not right now. Um, I've learned that I am way less a let's do drugs and dance in a dark room. I am more like let's get drunk and spill our feelings. That's me. Like I want to sit down and learn everything about you. Like tell me about why you struggle with your mom. Like I want to know those things.
Yeah.
I think that really comes out in my music, particularly in this project.
Yeah. What is it about spilling out your feelings that just makes you want to do that more in music?
And I think that I'll always say vulnerability is my love language. And there's something about being seen and feeling seen that makes good music good, I think. There's some great artists that I love, like Maddie Zom, JP Sachs, Julia Michaels. These artists that give you really specific insight into their lives, and it makes you feel like they know your life. And so there's a level of that vulnerability that feels like you're being seen. And I think it's just something that we all crave, even if we don't know it.
Yeah. And vulnerability, I feel like, is a superpower when it comes to music.
Yeah, yeah,
And I think it allows the listeners to get a little bit deeper into who they're becoming a fan of.
100%.
And
Yeah.
have you found anything else that has helped you, I guess, drag audiences into your music besides vulnerability, or something you feel like is a superpower of yours when it comes to music?
Yeah, I think that it's funny you say it's a superpower because a lot of people and for a lot of our lives we're scared of things like vulnerability because we think it's going to be a weakness. And I think one of the coolest things is watching people use their weaknesses and discover that they're superpowers. Um, One of my other ones I think is oversharing. I am your friend that overshares. Like I'll say something and be like, "Oh God, you probably didn't want to know that. I'm so sorry I said that." But I think it's a strength because like let's be fun and awkward together. Like if let me tell you about all these weird things, these weird quirks in my life. And there's somebody out there that's going to be like, "God, I'm so glad somebody else said it."
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. 100% agree. And you also work full time as an executive assistant.
I do,
How
yeah.
do you balance managing other people as well as managing your artist career?
Sometimes it's like I'm on a hamster wheel and I'm just running. But I don't know. I count it as something that can make me better. If I'm able to do everything at once and do everything still as good as I can do it, um, that's it for me. I had this full time because as Elizabeth Gilbert, she's an author who wrote a book called Big Magic. She says, I have never demanded that my creativity pay for me to live. I've always promised that I would pay for it to live. And if creativity one day pays for us to live, love that. That's amazing. Like, I hope that day comes for us. And yet at the same time, like, I'm going to do whatever I want in order to get that creativity to live. I'm going to provide for that song to be out. I'm going to provide for that music video to be made. And so it's about finding the balance because I want to provide for that creativity.
Yeah, and speaking about wanting to provide for those things, what are the goals you have set for yourself this year?
Yeah. I really want to put a lot of intentional effort into social media. Social media is where it's at this year, and for the last couple years. I really want to dive into who I am as an artist and get really clear with my fan base on that. I think, like I said before, I didn't know who I was in a lot of ways with my previous music, and now I really just want to drill down and like find my community with my fan base and like get up close and personal. Let's spill our feelings. Let's have a chat. You know.
Yeah, I feel that. And what would your spirit animal be, or what is your spirit animal when it comes to your music
Yeah.
and as your normal personality? Do they differ?
Hear me out.
Okay.
I have always said that I think it's Winnie the Pooh.
Okay. Why? Elaborate.
There's just something about like a chubby little man with a crop top on that I relate to as a spirit animal. Then there's also like I love a good snack, yes, but it's something about the cozy, warm vibes.
Yeah.
Like I'm a hugger. I want to just like get a blanket on the couch and be with my friends. Yeah, I would like to say that I'm some like grizzly bear that
Okay.
can go out and fight armies, but realistically, I'm
Winnie.
the cartoon who's eating honey at the coffee table.
I feel that. I mean, Winnie's sweet and
Yeah.
adorable. You know what I mean? So,
But also, like, probably don't fuck with him because
Probably not.
I guarantee you, he's probably worse than we know.
well, from my childhood, I hope that he isn't like
Yeah.
that. And he is that sweet person.
There is
that we.
like I heard there's like a horror movie about Winnie the Pooh now.
Let's not even.
I'm
get
not gonna watch it, but
Yeah, don't even want to dive into that.
yeah,
Well, I would love for people to dive into more of your music. So
Yeah.
if you want to let them know where they can find your music,
For sure.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
love to hear.
You can find me on all socials at Music Hurst, Hurst. Instagram, Facebook, if anyone's on Facebook anymore. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of the works. And you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, any of the things, Hurst, Hurst. And I'll be glad to see you there.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with us. And we're excited for this journey for you this year.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really
Of course.
appreciate it.
And thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Fridays Are For Friends. Peace.